Some hot topics in the Catholic Church taking center stage at a marquee meeting with Pope Francis at the Vatican. Hundreds of bishops from across the globe are weighing several controversial issues that could potentially shift long-standing doctrine in the Church.
And that includes ways to be more welcoming to same-sex unions. And ABC foreign correspondent James Longman is joining us now from London with more on this story. It's good to see you, my friend, and thanks for being with us.
Nice to see you.
All right, so talk about it. First, can you break down the summit and what does Pope Francis hope to achieve in the coming weeks?
Well, look, synod literally translates as journeying together. And I guess that encapsulates the kind of papacy that Francis has tried to have, the kind of church that he wants, a less of a focus on the hierarchy. I mean, think about it. The Catholic Church is the most hierarchical institution, arguably, in the world. It's also dominated by men. And he wants more of a focus on the flock and less on the shepherds. And that is what this synod is about. For the first time ever, women are going to be involved and will have a vote at the end of this month on specific issues. More than 50 of the 350 delegates are women, and also lay people as well, alongside bishops and other clergy. So the idea here is that they've been canvassing worldwide Catholic opinion over the last 2 years, and they're going to flesh out some of these more controversial issues all this month.
Let's talk about some of those issues, James. There are a lot of controversial questions that are on the table. What's been the response to the Pope wanting to tackle these particular issues?
Well, yeah, there have been some controversies even going into this. I mean, priestly celibacy is up for debate. The idea possibly that priests could get married, same-sex unions as well. The option for giving divorced people the sacraments are going to be part of this conversation, and women with their role in the church, whether they could be deacons and play a more significant role in the church. And there have been public criticisms of the Pope. 5 cardinals have written to him publicly saying this synod is sowing confusion. Among those cardinals, by the way, the Cardinal Raymond Burke from the United States, considered one of the most conservative, saying that, you know, the idea of same-sex couples being blessed in church is the same as blessing sin. And Francis isn't having any of it. He seems to be, you know, quite keen on not standing in the way of this, blessing same-sex unions in church. It's important to say it's not marriage, but basically Francis's position is we're all sinners, right? I'm gay and I'm Catholic, and his stance on it is we are all sinners in some respects, so why not open the door to everybody who wants to be Catholic? Let's face it, a lot of people are not banging down the doors to be part of the Catholic Church these days. I have friends who are gay and they were married and they were then blessed in church by their parish priests. And Francis is saying, let those parish priests do that if they want. But there are significant parts of the Catholic Church who are dead against this. Huge part of South America, the congregation there, we've got African bishops very against this, and also in Asia. It's really only in Europe that that this has been happening. So these are big questions. There's going to be meted out this month. It's part of the reason why there aren't going to be any TV cameras in the synod, because I think there's going to be real heated debate over the next month.
And we can't talk about the Catholic Church without addressing the allegations of sex abuse that the Church has been dealing with for many, many years now. What could emerge from these meetings to confront that issue?
Well, yeah, Eva, that's really important, and they've been canvassing opinion across the world, the Catholic communities across the world, and sex abuse was one of the things they said they absolutely wanted on the agenda. Clericalism is basically what they're going to be debating. The idea that if you are a member of the clergy, you have special status, which means that you can't be held accountable for what you do, and sex abuse is one of these major issues where members of the clergy have not been held properly accountable in the eyes of victims. It's mentioned sexual abuse 20 times in the 60-page document, which is kind of steering document for this month. So we'll wait and see what happens at the other end of this, but it's clear that Francis wants to do something about it. He is, though, in charge of an organisation which does not move quickly. So I don't think expect anything concrete anytime soon.
It'll be interesting to watch it all play out, that's for sure. Our big thanks to ABC foreign correspondent James Longman. Thank you so much for being with us.
James, thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.